37-year-old Robert Williams, known by his rap name Meek Mill, is the latest artist making headlines for his alleged connections to Sean Diddy Combs.
Diddy and Meek Mill were once the epitome of brotherhood in the music industry, inseparable partners who dominated the scene together. From exclusive parties to hyping each other up like family, their bond seemed unbreakable. But here's the catch: that once solid brotherhood has taken an unexpected turn, and now it's coming back to hit Diddy where it hurts the most.
Okay, you have it? Let's hear it.
A secret tape, yes, that kind of tape, has surfaced, and it's sending shockwaves through the courtroom. The scene is pure chaos. Diddy's attorney isn't just playing defense anymore. They've gone full offense, firing off threats and accusations in every direction. The energy is electric, and whatever's on that tape is potent enough to rattle the foundations of Diddy's so-called untouchable empire.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work.
Why now? Is this karma finally catching up, or is someone plotting to dethrone the king? The timing feels calculated, and the whispers are only growing louder. Everyone's left wondering, what other secrets could Diddy be hiding?
Put the camera on him, he gotta be extra tough. Hey yo, I'm no Diddy gang. Nobody even knew the gang existed. He created the gang.
And the stakes? Oh, they couldn't be higher. Diddy's reputation, his billion-dollar legacy, and even his closest relationships are hanging by a thread. Whatever this tape reveals has the potential to flip the entire narrative upside down, and it might just drag a few other big names down with it. Stay tuned, because this storm is only getting started. Meanwhile, ever since the Diddy saga began unraveling, Meek Mill has been spiraling, but not in the way anyone expected. It's like watching someone repeatedly sabotage themselves with reckless words and decisions. The latest drama unfolded when Meek, already known for his fiery opinions and frequent social media rants, took to X to call out the media. He slammed news outlets for focusing heavily on the death of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson while ignoring the tragic loss of hundreds of children in underprivileged communities. "Somebody put me up to the challenge," Meek ranted. "I'll collect 1,000 guns off Philadelphia streets. No snitching, just helping clean my community. I ain't come this far for games, only pain and growth." Rest in peace to that CEO too. His life matters as well. Never overlook a human life unless they are a danger to society. I don't know much about healthcare CEOs except for those who stand with us. Fans flooded the comments, chiming in with their own opinions, but the focus quickly shifted. Before long, the conversation circled back to his public association with Sean Combs. People couldn't resist pointing out the controversies surrounding both of them. The situation snowballed fast. Meek, already a frequent target of public scrutiny, couldn't seem to escape the relentless cycle of headlines. In a bold move, he doubled down, offering a staggering $100,000 to anyone who could uncover why his name kept getting linked to Diddy.
He put an offer on the table, a $100,000 reward for anyone who can figure out how he got named in Rodney Jones' lawsuit in the
"I want to hire an investigative team, $100K cash, to uncover every single detail linking Meek Mill's name to Diddy's case," Meek tweeted. "I also want them to look into who's powering the media involving Meek. Something's not right." His frustration was palpable. Meek was clearly feeling the pressure, but his decision to throw money at the situation turned into a spectacle of its own. The more he tried to clear his name, the deeper he seemed to dig himself into a hole. But that wasn't the end of it. Meek continued his rants, this time targeting DJ Academics in a heated online exchange. The two traded accusations, with Meek claiming there was a coordinated smear campaign against him. "The streets know what's up with me. That's not the case," Meek tweeted. "We're talking about the business side. Somebody is powering these bad campaigns involving Meek. Here's the catch: no one is actually accusing Meek of any crimes. There's no evidence linking him to anything incriminating. And yet, Meek's knee-jerk reactions and emotional outbursts have only added fuel to the fire. His frustration is understandable. Being constantly dragged into controversy would exhaust anyone, but his behavior has crossed into the realm of absurdity. In an era where whispers and online rumors can spiral out of control, Meek's actions are doing more harm than good. By feeding into the drama, he's amplifying gossip that lacks any real substance. What's even crazier? Meek actually has legal options. If he truly believes Diddy has wronged him, he could pursue justice in the courtroom, filing the necessary complaints and letting the law take its course. But instead, he's chosen the route of public spectacle, Hurling accusations, offering cash rewards, and engaging in online drama, the situation took another bizarre turn when one of Diddy's ex-bodyguards insinuated that Meek might be under the influence of a drug-induced state. Yet, despite having the tools to address his grievances formally, Meek has opted for theatrics over strategy. It's mind-boggling. For someone with the resources and platform Meek Mill has, his decision to lean into chaos rather than clarity is as perplexing as it is self-destructive.
If they are a government witness, they're probably less likely to say anything because they don't want to have their public comments then be used against them if they have to testify at a trial.
While there are no solid allegations of criminal activity against Meek Mill, the fact that he hasn't pursued legal action against Diddy has left many scratching their heads. Why not take the legal route? Why continue airing grievances in public, creating more chaos, and stoking an already blazing fire? It's not just Meek's decision to let the rumors swirl unchecked that's raising eyebrows. Whispers are growing louder that Diddy's camp might have tapes, yes, tapes, containing highly sensitive material. The speculation suggests that if Meek ever decided to take the stand against Diddy, those tapes could bring his career crashing down. Some sources claim these tapes are already in the hands of federal authorities. If they were ever released or used as leverage in a legal battle, the fallout could be catastrophic for Meek. The damage could extend far beyond his reputation, potentially dismantling his career in ways he likely hasn't fully grasped.
8 videos featured 8 celebrities at Diddy freak-offs or parties, and that 6 were males, 2 were females.
Think about it. Meek Mill is tied to one of the most notorious figures in the entertainment industry, a man surrounded by whispers of shady dealings and alleged cover-ups. Yet, instead of taking control of his narrative, Meek is allowing Diddy's legal team to play the situation to their advantage. Diddy's lawyers are no strangers to dirty tricks. They are seasoned players who know exactly how to handle high-profile cases and individuals like Meek. So, what's really happening here? This isn't just about the public drama between Meek and Diddy, it's about the larger game being played behind the scenes. Diddy's camp knows how to keep people in check. Whether through legal threats or the sheer pressure of the situation, Meek's current position is precarious at best. While he continues to rant on social media, offering cash rewards and making grandiose claims, the power dynamics at play are far more dangerous than he seems to realize. Meek has been outspoken in defending his friend, Sean Diddy Combs, even as serious accusations against the music mogul dominate headlines. Taking to Twitter, Meek expressed his hope that the allegations turn out to be false. In a now viral tweet, he wrote, "They put black men in jail off stories. I wish Puff well, he's a black man. I hope he didn't do most of that stuff they're saying he did." While Meek's support might seem like loyalty to a friend in need, the reality is much harsher. The music industry is notoriously cutthroat, and Meek is learning the hard way that there are no real friends in this business. If the roles were reversed, Diddy likely wouldn't hesitate to switch sides to protect himself. In a world where alliances shift as quickly as the latest trend, Meek's loyalty could be seen as a weakness. He even took aim at those distancing themselves from Diddy, tweeting, "Why you're so scared to talk? Y'all must got stuff in the closet. My past is the streets, it's nothing to hide." But Meek might be overlooking something important. Those staying quiet aren't necessarily cowards. They could simply be using this moment to bury their own skeletons, knowing the industry thrives on secrets and power plays. Meek's loyalty is admirable, but it's also painfully naive. Diddy might be his friend today, but in the cutthroat world of celebrity and business, friendships are fleeting. And while Meek publicly defends Diddy, it's unlikely to earn him a lifelong ally. More likely, it will be seen as a strategic move, one that could leave him isolated when he needs support the most.
It seemed like Meek Mill was an actual friend.
There's no friends in the industry, Vlad.
But it seemed like they were actually had a relationship.
It's no friends in it.
If Diddy finds himself backed into a corner, it's hard to imagine him not doing whatever it takes to protect his reputation, even if that means throwing Meek Mill under the bus. This entire situation could have been avoided if Meek had simply stayed out of the limelight, kept quiet, and let the legal system run its course. Instead, he's made himself a target, and in a world where everyone's watching, that's a precarious position to be in. Recently, a shocking video from a 2014 birthday party thrown by Sean Diddy Combs for Meek Mill has resurfaced, further complicating the situation. The footage, reportedly handed over to the Daily Mail by the mansion's property manager, Jason Haidt, reveals a chaotic and debauched event filled with scantily clad women, illicit substances, and disturbingly inappropriate behavior. One of the most shocking moments in the video shows men eating sushi off a naked model, an image that has sparked outrage and added another layer of controversy to the unfolding drama. The aftermath of the party, according to Haidt, left the property in a disgusting state, with destruction and mess everywhere for Meek. This resurfaced footage is yet another hurdle in an already tumultuous situation. As he tries to navigate just how deep he's gotten himself into this mess, the fallout from this video is only making things worse.
With white.
With white powder scattered across the property and an aftermath littered with broken bottles, used condoms, and S*X-related items, the chaos from the party has left Meek Mill scrambling for rapid damage control. Jason Haidt, the property manager, described the scene as disgusting, detailing the wreckage: broken alcohol bottles, red-stained bedding, razor blades, lubricants, and powder strewn across marble floors and dressers. Haidt also shared details of specific and unusual requests from Diddy's team ahead of the event. They required all bedroom door locks to be replaced with new ones, insisting on double-sided locks that would remain unlocked for guest access. With 2 sets of keys handed directly to Diddy, they wanted to supervise the installation and ensure no one else had access, Haidt explained. Additionally, Diddy's team requested to bring their own smoke detectors, despite the property already being equipped. They said they would install their detectors upon arrival and remove them after the event, Haidt noted. Haidt agreed to stay in a detached guest house during the party in case of any issues but was shocked by the aftermath of the event. With these damning details now in the spotlight, it's no surprise that Meek is desperate to distance himself from Diddy's increasingly tarnished reputation. In a recent viral clip, Meek confidently declared, "No Diddy." For someone caught in the crossfire of mounting controversies, this statement seems to signal his attempt to sever ties and regain control of his narrative.
Yeah, y'all already know how we playing out this motherfucker. Real life. No Diddy gang, Meek Mill in real life. Don't ever.
But here's the problem. Meek Mill's efforts to separate himself from the situation may be too little, too late. The party footage, along with the growing web of controversy surrounding Diddy, has already tied Meek to the disgraced mogul in ways that can't be easily erased. As the saying goes, you can't unring a bell. Meek may be trying to wash his hands of a situation, but the reality is, he's been linked to Diddy for years. This video serves as a glaring reminder of just how deep those ties run. The more he protests, the more it looks like he's only digging himself deeper into a hole he might not be able to climb out of.
30 lawsuits have already been filed against him alleging assault and...
While Meek Mill is in hot water, Diddy is dancing in the flames. As Meek tries to distance himself from the growing controversy surrounding his former mentor, the heat on Sean Diddy Combs continues to intensify. 3 more men have come forward with disturbing accusations of rape and sexual assault, adding to the already overwhelming legal pressure on the hip-hop mogul. These new lawsuits, which span incidents from 2019 to 2022, paint a chilling picture of manipulation, intoxication, and allegations of sexual misconduct, claiming that Diddy assaulted the plaintiffs at private parties.
The patterns. Whenever you have a serial, they follow a pattern. Harvey Weinstein had a pattern. Sean Combs has a pattern. And with all 3 of them, the stories are a little different, but the pattern's always the same. According to the plaintiffs, Diddy himself played a direct role in their victimization. 2 of the men claim that during their time at exclusive parties hosted by the mogul, he personally offered them drinks laced with substances that left them unconscious. In those dark moments, they allege that Diddy took advantage of their incapacitation, assaulting them while others recorded the horrific acts. Every single one of them, after these, were threatened. They were threatened with physical harm. They were told, if you do anything, it's not going to be good. This is just the latest in a series of over 30 civil lawsuits filed against Diddy, many of which contain eerily similar allegations of sexual assault dating back to the 1990s. Diddy's legal team has fiercely denied the charges, calling them full of lies and promising to seek sanctions against anyone they believe has made false claims. However, no matter how vehemently his attorneys push back, the growing pile of accusations paints an increasingly ugly picture. What are they going to say? They're not going to say they're true. They're going to say the typical thing that's said in every single one of these cases, that these are untrue, it's made up, it's phony, it's just a monetary shakedown. What else can they do? The shocking part is that these lawsuits aren't just coming from 1 or 2 disgruntled individuals. According to Thomas Graffia, the attorney representing the plaintiffs, his office has been contacted by over 60 people with similar accusations against Diddy. While the men bringing these latest lawsuits are staying anonymous for fear of retaliation, their claims seem chillingly consistent with what we've already heard. Allegations of assault and manipulation are building a case that could forever alter Diddy's legacy. As if that wasn't enough, Diddy's troubles are compounded by federal criminal charges tied to sex trafficking and racketeering.
Authorities allege that Diddy was involved in a long-running scheme that exploited and aided individuals, including organizing debauched parties with male sex workers. His involvement in these crimes could lead to even more legal battles. As of now, he has pleaded not guilty. With everything swirling around him, Diddy's reputation seems irreparably tarnished. And as Meek Mill scrambles to disconnect from Diddy and avoid further association, one thing remains painfully clear. While Meek may be in a precarious position, Diddy is already feeling the full weight of the consequences of his actions. That's all for today. Be sure to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos like this.